All right, Greg, back it up. A little bit more. All right, looks good.
All righty.
Great. Greg, thank you so much for having us on the show today.
Hey, Robin, I'm glad you're here.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. We are so excited to be talking to you today about Almost New. So you've got a truck full of things here, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your process when you're going to be getting some items.
Well, typically, when people have nice pieces of furniture that they want to sell, they'll send me pictures of the items first, usually by email. And if I can pre-approve them and see that there's something that my customers are going to like, then I'll go to their home or their storage unit or wherever it is and pick up the items. And that way I can make sure when they get here, they're in excellent condition and going to sell for the best value that we can get.
That's great that you pick them up. That must be really helpful if most people aren't going to have a huge trailer that they can load all their furniture in.
And they're not used to moving furniture all the time either.
No. So what types of things, if somebody is thinking about, they have an estate sale or they want to redecorate and they're thinking about, what should they be thinking about when they're looking at their items before contacting you?
Because of our location here at the beach, the things that people decorate their vacation homes with are typically the things that I can sell the best. Occasionally I can sell antiques, but a lot of antiques bring better value in the more established communities. Mm-hmm. So if they're beachy, tropical items, those are the things. Bedroom furniture, dining room furniture, living room furniture, all great, usually great items for me to sell.
Is there anything you don't take?
I do not do fixtures or appliances, and for other reasons, I don't do linens or carpets.
Okay. And what if an item needs a little bit of work? Maybe it's got a tear in the fabric or something's worn off on a coffee table?
And basically, I will only accept items that are ready to sell as is. If they require repair service or something like that, generally it's not something that my customers are interested in. Not too many project pieces.
Now, you've been here for 10 years.
Yes.
And I understand you vacationed here in Sunset Beach before you decided to establish yourself here, right?
That is true. We lived in Maryland for a number of years. I sold a business that I owned with my father back in '08, and we decided to move here and make it our home. After looking at a couple of different opportunities, I settled on Almost New because it's similar to a venture that my father and I had, or it was his business, but I worked for him back in the '80s.
And what's your favorite thing about doing Almost New?
I have met so many wonderful people. Even in the most recent experience going through the hurricanes this fall, the customers, the support that they have shown for their local business has just been almost overwhelming at times.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how you do, when you have your truck, you're going to take these pieces out, and when you're pricing them, do you price them with the customer before you take the pieces, or are you going to take a look at them in the store? Kind of how does that work?
Generally, customers, I can describe to them what price ranges the items might sell for so that they have a sense of what their share, their 50% of the proceeds will bring them. But ultimately, I make the final decision myself. If they want to price, something too high for the market, then I'll have to excuse myself and not accept it. Likewise, sometimes they'll say, all I care about is getting $10 for an item, and I'll let them know that we might do better than that, on that, whatever it is.
That's always a bonus, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 50% split.
Yes.
Okay, and how did you come up with that? I mean, how did you come up with this model?
Talking to other businesses, I'm a part of a network on Facebook, a group of other furniture resale businesses across the country, actually throughout North America. And we often share ideas about pricing and policies and things like that, what's trending, what's not. Even things like the software that I use. I got that recommendation from another business.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you ship? I mean, if somebody, we have a big tourist season in the summertime here, so I'm sure that you must get people that come in and they shop around. So what if they love some pieces and they really want to ship them? Do you have any options for that?
I do not have a shipping option. The UPS store in Charlotte has indicated that they're capable of providing shipping services, and I'll refer a customer to them. But I do offer local delivery for a fee.
Oh, that's great.
So that if someone wants to purchase a sofa and they're driving a small car or something, something and they can't take it with them, I'll do local delivery, but I charge a fee for that. When I pick up items from the consigners, I do not charge a fee because, again, I want to get this stuff here in the best condition possible. So I tried charging a fee, but that discouraged people from using me. So
no, I understand. You got to do, you know, kind of the best thing for your customers, both on the front end and the back end.
And that's where 10 years of experience in this marketplace has really enabled me to have policies that seem to work in general for everyone.
Okay. And you mentioned that kind of the decor that you're looking for when you think about this area, beach decor, things like that. So do you have you ever seen any really unusual pieces that you've brought in that you maybe wouldn't have thought might have sold and had?
Yeah, I've had most recently one of the more unique pieces. Now it was a kind of a nautical thing, but it was a lobster pot, a big lobster trap that a woman said, "Do you think you can sell this?" And I thought, yeah, I think I can. And it sold like in 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Because that's part of my marketing is not just my showroom, but my website and Facebook. So all the furniture that I have shows on my website, and it's always up to date.
When you do the pictures for your website, or when you're showcasing this stuff, are you just picturing of the items? Do you show what how you've displayed it in the store? Do you put pricing on there? You know, when people want to know information about you and they want to look online, what's the best way to do that?
The photos are taken, unfortunately, wherever I have room, when I actually snap the pictures.
Sure.
Sometimes it's right here in the parking lot, sometimes it's in the showroom and it's nicely decorated. But the information on the web is going to be a picture, pricing, description, you know, how big an item is, because that's usually the other problem is people have, when you're looking at a picture on the screen, you don't have a sense of scale. So I always make sure to include dimensions on the furniture so that people know, is it a big sofa, a small sofa? What?
That's great. Having a lot of information, I'm sure, is really key for your customer base. So we're going to get this stuff going out of here.
All right.
Right? And Heather and I are ready to work for you.
Excellent.
And we're going to get to set up a display inside, right?
Perfect.
You're going to let us do it?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see how we do?
Yeah.
You're going to rate us?
Okay. You know what? I'm sure it's going to be great.
Well, I'm excited to get going, and I know we're gonna see some great stuff coming out of this truck. So thank you. There we go. All right. Well, we got a truck full of stuff, so let's get started. All right, Greg, how'd we do here?
I would say almost perfect.
All right, what are we missing?
One little thing.
Ah, see, it's those little things that you got to think about. Great, good catch
You
there.
develop an eye for it after a while.
I'll bet you do. Well, I'd love to say that we could sit down and have a glass of wine, but I just want to finish up with you here. We had a chance to pull stuff out of the truck. I mean, this is a physically demanding job you've got going on.
Yes, it is.
So beats going to the gym.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's cool. I mean, it's kind of fun to kind of pick out some things and decorate as well.
Always
so
new
there's some creativity.
things. Always new things coming in, so that there's always an opportunity to try different things. Like any good retailer, sometimes we just move stuff to create a new look for the showroom. But I turn over things so often that people can shop in the store every week and it always looks like something new is there.
Oh, that's great. And so tell me again, how can people find you on the web?
Okay, our website is almostnewdecor.com, and I'm also on Facebook at Almost New Consignments, and we have a Facebook user group called Almost New Home Decor. Those members get the sneak peek of the pictures of all the new arrivals.
Oh, that's great. How does somebody become a member of that group?
Just have to search for it, and any existing member can make them a new member.
Oh, that's great. And so they get first crack at kind of what's going on in the store.
They'll see, yes, it'll pop up right on their phone, on their desktop, their tablet.
So they get an alert.
Yeah. If
Oh,
they're a member of the group, then they get that pop-up that shows when I post new arrivals.
And stuff can, turn over pretty quickly, so that's probably a great thing to be kind of in your VIP
If
club.
somebody is in the market for something, they're really looking for something, they'll see it here or there first at Almost New Home Decor Group.
That's great. And you put pictures, pricing, descriptions, and measurements up. That's what you mentioned before.
Exactly.
Oh, excellent. Well, Greg, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for having us on. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Robin.
I went on a trip similar to this in 2015 out of Augusta, Georgia. And it was the first time I had seen the Vietnam Wall with veterans who were actually there. And it's a different experience for a vet to see that wall. And so I brought it up to Post 68 that we should do that for veterans in the area. Basically just went door to door to businesses in Brunswick County asking for support and contributions of any kind. We called on ATMC. They were able to make a significant contribution. Some of my veteran experiences in other places wasn't that kind of support, and here it's special.
When you went through the different monuments, you felt like you were a part of that history, even though you are just there. I think it's very positive, very encouraging. There's a lot of distractions going on right now, politically and socially and otherwise, but at least you know that there's a portion of society that recognizes what the sacrifices were and recognizes them.
But it means at least there's somebody that remembers what we did in World War II, and I appreciate the fact that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be going on any of their trips.
So we're here today with Dave Berkheimer of Hilton
Hello.
Green Solutions. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to talk about your tower garden. I know that you do a lot of things with your health and wellness, but we're just going to focus today on this one really cool tower garden. Could you give me some benefits of the tower garden?
Yes, I'm a little biased, but I believe that the tower garden is about the healthiest thing you can possibly own. You can grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables either inside your home or outside if you have an area that's a little bit protected from wildlife and gets some direct sunlight. Set up like this with the lights, it's for inside. You don't need the lights if you've got a lot of direct sunlight outside.
So Dave, what's the difference in this tower garden and let's say a garden that I could grow outside in my backyard?
Okay, several things. One, there's no dirt. It's just water and mineral solution in the base. It's a proprietary mineral solution. Many people think this is hydroponics, but it's not. It's the next generation called aeroponics. With hydroponics, the roots are always in water. Here, the roots just hang down on the inside, and the water and mineral solution gets pumped up to the top. When it's outside, 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. So they're getting the benefit of the water drizzling down, and then when the pump is off, they're absorbing what they need from the air.
What about going to the grocery store and buying your own produce versus growing produce? What are the benefits of growing your own produce?
Well, the benefits of growing your own produce, particularly with the tower garden, because there's no dirt involved, You don't have to worry about herbicides, pesticides. If you do have it outside and you worry about some bugs, we have a very environmentally friendly solution that we spray on it that you just wash off before you eat it. Can't hurt you, but it's got peppermint oil in it, and the bugs tend not to like that. So this uses about 5% or less of the water that it takes to grow stuff traditionally in the dirt.
So tell us a little bit of what we have here. What's growing?
Okay, you can grow anything that grows above ground. Inside like this, you're mainly limited to mainly green plants like we have here. This is Swiss chard. This is soil, kale. This is celery. One thing you'll notice is that the celery has leaves on it. Typically when you buy celery at the grocery store, you just buy the stalks. The best nutritional value is in the leaves.
So you eat the leaves?
I eat everything that's on this tower. You can grow edible flowers and not edible flowers. Obviously you don't eat those.
Right.
But when you have this outside, you're not limited by the area within the grow lights. So then you can do tomatoes, watermelons, squash, cucumbers, anything that grows up. You can't grow root vegetables like carrots or turnips or potatoes because they do need to grow down into the dirt. So you still need to go buy those.
So going back, the watermelons interest me.
Right.
Would it be a big watermelon like we normally see in the store?
you would position those at the bottom of the tower, and and the actual melon would be growing on the ground. But once the vine, once it got big enough to get down there.
So other than your house, where else could you put one of these if you wanted to buy one?
Okay, people can put one, again, in their home or outside their home to go for their own personal use. But these are they have many applications. A school can get one, and when a school gets one, we give the school or the teacher a curriculum where they can take it from seeds to the children eating the healthy produce within a few months. And those curriculums are age-specific, kindergarten all the way up through seniors in high school, developed by agricultural experts at Seton Hall.
So how long does it take from a seed? How long does it take to grow what we have here?
Well, it depends on what you're growing. You get seeds and everything you need with one of these towers, but because I do lots of events, in convention centers, I tend to like to get a jump start, and then we can buy seedlings from specific tower garden or farms that are licensed for the produce for here.
So if I was going to buy one, could I pick and choose depending on what I like, the different seeds that goes in it?
The seeds that you get with the tower are, a variety that just comes with the tower.
Okay.
But the seedlings, you pick specifically what you're looking for.
Okay, great. So how long does it take to put a tower garden together?
Roughly half hour, 45 minutes, including unpacking the box, the box for the lights. Obviously, there's a lot of packing involved, styrofoam to protect the lights because it's generally shipped by UPS or FedEx, and they don't want to break the lights.
And it's a one-all, come-all. It comes exactly with everything
Yeah,
that you would
everything,
ever need.
everything you need to get started is included with the tower. You can buy it without the lights, or the lights if you're going to go year-round, or if you live in an area like this where we've got at least a couple of months of time when you have to worry about the water freezing if it was outside.
And the water, one more question about the tower garden. I hear the water running, and
Yep.
I'm sure everybody else does. Does it run continuously?
The water does not run continuously. When it's outside, it tends to be 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. When it's inside, it's on less time, typically about 15 minutes an hour.
Okay. And tell everybody where they can find more information about your tower garden.
Okay, you can find more information at my primary business site, which is Healthy Green Solutions with an S, LLC.com. Or give me a call. My number is 910-632-3287. My email address is dave.berk, B-E-R-K, @atmc.net.
And you have a VIP club?
I do have a VIP club, and if you text Health for You, HELTH, the number 4 and the letter U to 51660, you will be a member of my VIP club. When you text that to me, you'll get a prompt. It'll ask you to say yes. That opts you in. You can opt out at any time. You'll get a few emails a few text messages from me a week featuring things that I have special pricing on, or just giving general health tips, or letting you know what event I'm going to be at. For instance, this Saturday I'll be at the Wilmington Convention Center at the Wilma Expo.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Robin and I are going to show everybody how easy it is to put one together as soon as we return.
ATMC is proud to be one of this year's recipients of the NTCA's Smart Rural Community Showcase Award. ATMC has a long history of providing quality service to the people of Brunswick County. In the early 1950s, when large national telephone providers refused to serve rural Brunswick County, a group of local farmers and businessmen collaborated to create our cooperative. We've held true to our cooperative principles and listened to our members to provide more advanced services over the years. With the Smart Rural Community Award, we get to recognize towns across Brunswick County that are able to thrive because of high-speed internet provided by ATMC.
When applying for the Smart Rural Community designation, we took a look at all the things we have done over the years to improve the quality of life in Brunswick County. One of our biggest accomplishments was building a fiber optic network to all 19 of Brunswick County's public schools. We know that higher speed internet in the classroom opens the door of opportunity for children to connect to online learning platforms, distance education, smart boards, and more.
ATMC is committed to investing in the people of our community, which is why more than 10 years ago we began awarding education and community grants in our service area. These grants fund small nonprofits and teachers who are committed to building a better future for Brunswick County. ATMC has given back more than $600,000 in community and education grants since 2006.
Having this designation as a Smart Rural Community will help ATMC continue to promote economic development in Brunswick County. ATMC has invested millions of dollars to provide fiber optic networks to key business districts throughout the county. Fiber is proven to attract new businesses to the area and sustain current business. In addition, we committed to providing fiber networks to key community partners, like our local hospital and physician offices. The addition of fiber in these healthcare facilities provides opportunities for telemedicine, quick access to electronic medical records, advancement in medicines, and more. ATMC also provided a redundant fiber network for the Brunswick County 911 Communications Center, so that our first responders will be able to respond to emergency situations as quickly as possible. These are advancements that did not always exist in our rural community, but are now possible with our expansive fiber optic network.
We have the support of local businesses, our Chamber of Commerce, town officials, and the Brunswick County school system when we applied for this award. And I think that really says something about who we are as a company. In 2016, ATMC promised our customers that we would invest $120 million with our network upgrade and expansion plan to add fiber to more residential neighborhoods and business districts across Brunswick County. We are also in the process of upgrading nearly 4,000 members living in Brunswick County's most rural areas to speeds of up to 500 megabits by the end of 2019. ATMC has been working diligently to improve these areas and expand into growing areas in our county. Receiving this award is proof that we are doing right by our members each and every day. We are proud to be your Smart Rural Community provider.
All right, Heather, this is it. We've got all the parts here. We're gonna show the viewers how to put it together. Are you ready?
Sounds good.
All right, so we've got our base and we've got our timer and our submergible pump. We did it. Didn't take us very long. We had a couple of pieces already for us, but they come with instructions, and there you have it. Without the lights, but it's pretty much ready to go to get the seedlings in and the plants. So again, Dave Berkheimer, you can reach him at healthygreenssolutionsllc.com, and you can join his VIP club, which will give you access to the events that he's going to be at, any specials that he's doing, any new products that he has, by texting health, the number 4, the letter U, to 51660. And if you do that, if you're a new member to do that, you'll receive 10% off your first order. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
The students before this program didn't understand what journalism or responsible journalism was and how important it is to society right now. And being in this class and being partnered with major names like ATMC and PBS and UNC-TV, they understand that what they're doing is so critical and so important, really to ensuring that responsible journalism. And they've gotten to this place now where not only do they see the importance in it, but they want to do their very, very best. This is a STEM-based reporting labs for PBS and UNC-TV out of Chapel Hill. So these students are not only, working towards their future careers, but they're already working with major news organizations, major journalism organizations, and every year we're adding to that and making sure that these students know that they have these opportunities for scholarships, for college, and for career advancement as soon as they graduate out of these classes. The grant that I applied for was specifically for lighting equipment. We didn't have any lighting at the time, so the students were having to work with a lot of natural light and creating light with different shades. So now we actually have professional grade lighting in our soon-to-be studio. ATMC is such a huge benefit to this community. I know myself and several other teachers that have applied for grants and received grants and funding from them, and it means so much because it's a co-op. So they're really for the community, they're providing back to their community, and it's just, to me, it shows how great it is to be down here in Brunswick County and to be linked up with someone like ATMC. We just really appreciate having them donate and really see our vision and try to help bring that to light in the classroom.